Some stories fade with time, others stay with you, buried beneath years of silence, until one strange moment brings everything flooding back. This is one of those stories. It was late November 2019. Our final exams were a few weeks away, and things at school were intense. Everyone was stressed out, teachers were on edge. But Mr. Carter, he was different. He wasn't just a teacher. He was the kind of guy who remembered your dog's name, asked how your grandma was doing, and could make Shakespeare sound like an action movie. He had this calm, old-school vibe, always wore the same brown tweed coat, always carried a red chalk in his pocket, said it made him feel like an author writing the end of a story, and maybe that's exactly what he was doing. It happened on a Friday morning. We were halfway through English class, about to start a timed quiz. Mr. Carter stood in front of the blackboard, flipped through a few pages of his notebook, and said, "All right, I'll be back in just a minute. Don't start until I return." He left the room, leaving his red chalk on the ledge. That was the last time we ever saw him. 10 minutes passed, then 20. At first we joked. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he quit mid-semester. Our class monitor went to find him. She came back pale and quiet. "He's not anywhere." The restroom was empty. The hallway was empty. Even the security guards hadn't seen him leave the building. That afternoon, the school went into lockdown. Police came. Dogs searched the entire school grounds. They scanned every room, every storage closet, even the underground maintenance tunnels beneath the building. Nothing. The only clue, security footage. It showed Mr. Carter walking into the staff restroom and never walking out. No tricks, no second exit. No one else entered or left. He just vanished. Gone. That Monday, we returned to school in a daze. But when we walked into our classroom, there was something written on the board, in red chalk. A single line, "Quiz starts now." At first, we thought another teacher had written it as a tribute or a sick joke. But the next morning, there was a new message. "You're late." Then again, the next day. "Why aren't you reading?" The red chalk was always on the ledge, but no one saw anyone writing. Eventually, teachers stopped using the room. We were moved to another classroom. But the messages kept appearing on that same board. Then the lights started flickering, always at exactly 9:10 a.m., the time Mr. Carter left the room. People joked that the classroom was haunted, but no one was laughing when one of the cleaners refused to go near the place. After seeing a man in a brown coat standing inside staring at the wall. There were no windows, no doors unlocked. She quit the next day. We tried to forget, move on, but one thing kept gnawing at me. Before Mr. Carter vanished, he had assigned us a quiz on Chapter 6 of the novel, Echoes of the Forgotten. We never took it, and the red chalk messages seemed to fixate on it. Chapter 6 isn't optional. Finish the story. I'm still waiting. A few years later, I graduated. I moved away, tried to put it all behind me. But last week, my little brother joined the same school, same building, same floor, same classroom. And last Friday, he came home and said something that froze my blood. Our new English teacher wears this old brown coat every day, and he writes with red chalk. I asked for his name. He said, "Mr. Carter, read Chapter 6. Some stories fade, but some teachers never leave the classroom. So if you're ever sitting in room 3B at 9:10 a.m., and the lights flicker, and you hear chalk writing on the board behind you, whatever you do." If you like this story and want more twisted tales from the shadows, hit that like button, subscribe, and leave a comment below. What would you do if your teacher came back from the other side? I'll see you next time, right here, in the dark.